Hey everyone, today we're back in the custom pack. If you take a look at this custom pack, it's set up primarily for a food scaling build. So you see all this food in here. Obviously we have cat and sauropod, and the main reason is I wanted to use SugarGlider. And a food build isn't necessary for a food scaling build, but I figured since we're using cupcakes, might as well try to take advantage of it with some pets, maybe like a rooster or a warthog that can pass those stats back to something else more. And yeah, just a lot of pets for the pivots, a lot of the standard custom pack pets. This run turned out to be pretty fun using the food and the cupcake. I use some of the new pets as well to help scale the team. I actually get a big mix of scaling in this run, so turns out to be a pretty fun one. And yeah, starting with the chipmunk and the duck, two of my favorite units, two of my favorite tier 1 units, that is. It'd be weird if these were two of my favorite units in the game. Sorry, Grounded. Hate to disappoint you. So take the level up, and man, every time I look at a level up right now, I've been doing the gambit, or what I like to call the Stan's Scambit challenge, where it's every single level up you take, you have to win with that pet. And it's very interesting. I started out doing only tier 3 pet, or doing 2 tier 3s, 1 tier 4, 1 tier 5, 1 tier 6 on your team. So basically I would look for like the other level up, right? So SugarGlider and Puppy are what I would be taking to the end game, but I'm not doing that challenge here. I'm just more so talking out loud because reminding people of that challenge, and that's what I'm looking for right now in a lot of these level ups and runs. And it's how I play normally, so it's not too big of a difference, but it kind of forces you into one direction. So we get the lasagna, might as well just throw it on the SugarGlider and get a beta fish pill going. And get another beta fish going. So immediately get some good stats on the SugarGlider. It actually feels great. We are at 3 trophies, turn 6, 4 hearts remaining. It's a very, very good place to be. Taking avocados because we want the higher tier units. All we're trying to do is survive and thrive till later. And you see this some of these teams we're facing in custom packs. Custom packs has gotten a lot better since the update. I'm really liking the update. As you see, double turkey. Pretty incredible right there. So double turkey really sets us up for something else to pivot into anything really. Unfortunate breakpoints, probably didn't matter because they had a vulture anyway. SugarGlider, stat him up, taking all the pairs. And decide to take the gelada. Every time I see the gelada, it makes me think of gelato, and I get hungry. I'm recording this one in the morning, so kind of feels weird having a craving for ice cream this early, but anytime's a good time for ice cream, right? We get a level 3 Hercules beetle. We have a level 2 on the team, and we level up into warthog. So I really thought about, you know, obviously taking alpaca at turn 9 is great. You can use the alpaca and the turkey to pivot anything you want onto the team. But the warthog's sitting here, and we have the Hercules beetle. So I figured we can sell that one. We can bring in the level 3 for maybe a turn or two. And we're just feeding the cupcake to the warthog. Because I don't have a lot of scaling right now, it's kind of all pivot. You see I'm passing up monkeys, right? I was so proud of myself. I almost bought all these monkeys. I almost just sold the beetle or the gelada and bought all the monkeys. But the gelada, especially if you use it with something like a SugarGlider or like a cow, you know, feed it the milk, then you can get some really, really good value from it. So SugarGlider, cupcake, on the gelada, sell the Hercules beetle. We take the cow. And we're just going to take the Stingray just because to get something else, because we're triggering the Gelada. It would have been nice to get it level 2 and trigger it, but look at the stats on the team. Just a big influx of stats. Unfortunately, we got stats on things that like we're not necessarily going to keep. We still have 3 flexible spots on this team, which is pretty cool. On turn 10, you still know you're changing out 3 spots on your team. Like only 2 slots are really permanent. So a cat shows up, you know what has to be done. And if you look here, I believe we got 9-9 in stats there. So the cupcake is 3-3. Level 2 SugarGlider makes it a 6-6 cupcake because it has double effect. And the cat will make it a 9-9 cupcake. So every cat trigger on a cupcake adds an additional 3-3. I know there's probably some people that, like me out there, who were hoping if you have a level 2 SugarGlider, it's a 6-6 cupcake. We're hoping the cat would double that cupcake and make it a 12-12. That is not the case. So, which totally makes sense, right? I think it would be pretty broken if it was the way I was just explaining, where it would be at level 3 SugarGlider and level 3 cat. What it would give you, let's see, it'd be a 9-9 cupcake, and then you'd be like tripling it, so it'd be like a 27. Would it be a 27 or a 36 cupcake? I'm not sure. I always get confused when it's like the level 3 cat. So here we go. We toss a cotton candy and a pear with the cat trigger, so we get the permanent bonus stats, and the cupcake we're gonna not use the cat trigger on. So that's the goal. If it works out different, so be it. Got a chicken leg. Yeah, we're just going to throw any other stats we see. And you see a mongoose there. Froze the mongoose because looking to pivot off the turkey. This turkey is providing us no more value. We've used it to make all the pivots we can. Warthog is one of my favorite and probably at this point most used tier 6s. In custom packs, for sure. Just so many things you can do with it. Whether you're using a big warthog to pass stats, or you're using like a fire ant or beta fish to give stats to your warthog and then passing them back. It's just too good. It's too good. And you see here, we go double sauropod, we're tossing foods. Just trying to get any other stats we can. You see here, really cool level 2 blobfish makes a level 3 warthog Nyala. They have level 3 Hydra that they're passing stats to from the warthog, but unfortunately they just don't have a lot of scaling on the team. So even though their team is pretty mighty and massive, we're barely going to get through it with a draw. So incredibly scary team, but yeah, they just need a little more stats, a little more scaling. I'm happy that they didn't. So again, we're taking the permanent scaling with the cat, and then we'll just take the cupcake, the sauropod. I figured we have enough money where we can combine sauropods and go for something else. And yeah, it kind of all works out perfect to where we get another cat, we get more cat triggers, we get to use all 3 level 2 sauropod triggers, and we pick up a blobfish, because if you see, we're at 8 trophies. Our SugarGlider is 2.33, so we need 2 more experience on the SugarGlider. I don't think I realized that until late in that turn. I was like, oh, I could win this game, and then we're in trouble. So passing the stats back again, almost 50-50 SugarGlider, super easy cleanup. Turn 15, so teams are going to start getting really, really scary. But the good part is we found a chocolate. We should be able to find 1 more chocolate or 1 more pill, considering we have the sauropod to give us the money. There's the pill, and we get a SugarGlider. So we can actually take the SugarGlider, take the pill, and we get a cat and a sauropod. But doing a little bit of math, if we take the sauropod and then take the lasagna, we can get 1 roll for another potential food. Unfortunately, don't get a food. We take a nanner. Nothing wrong with a nanner in the back line, especially at the very, very end of the game. Usually could mean the difference in a win or a draw. And super scary octopus tiger. Good thing is we one-shot it and get it done. So SugarGlider team, nothing too special about it, but it seems like it was very strong, just being able to constantly use those cupcakes into my pivots. Obviously we got like a high roll turkey and utilized that level turkey to pivot further. But yeah, SugarGlider seems pretty viable. I'm sure you can use it with pretty much any build. You don't necessarily need I didn't use the cat ability with the cupcake. I used cat ability on pears and chicken legs and pizzas. So yeah, have another bonus run here. In a different pack actually. Let's get into that. All right, jumping into this run, on turn 12, we have 7 trophies and 4 hearts remaining. So an absolutely great place to be in the game. We've been winning fairly quick, preserving the hearts. This is an entirely different custom pack. If you take a look at it here, it's set up somewhat similar where I still have the food scaling options going, obviously other scalers as well, but some of the ability pets are different. But I will say it does look like I edited this from one of the packs. The main reason for this pack is the Quetzalcoatlus. I wanted to be able to use that in a fairly simple way, like I've been testing most of these pets. So you see here, I have it to where the badger we're running front badger, and the badger is going to feint the Quetzalcoatlus, and the Quetzalcoatlus is going to pass stats to the rest of the team. So it's only a level 1 Quetzalcoatlus at turn 12, and our only other scaling is a level 2 hatching chick. So this team is not in a great place right now. I really wasn't too hopeful in this run. This is the kind of team I wanted to build, but obviously with a little more scaling going, like maybe with a cat instead of hatching chick, and you know, you can get like an early level cat, get it level 2 by turn 12, and then be tossing food like crazy. But you saw there, we got a win. And I'm not concerned with the achievement at all until this point. So 8 trophies, I throw my first chocolate on the Quetzalcoatlus. And the main reason for that is I did not think the run was going to go anywhere, right? I thought, yeah, we don't have enough scaling to keep up. You know, there's no special synergy. We have decent snipes, right? The front badger is a great unit. It can usually trade 1 for 2. Or at least 2 strong units for 1 strong, 1 weak. So Quetzalcoatlus, let's see the stats go out. There's the stats. And unfortunately take a loss. So down to 3. Speed it up a little bit. So there's our level 2. Still need the 2 wins, but really just rolling for chocolates and Quetzalcoatlus. Once I found these 2, I was like, okay, should be okay, assuming we don't win out if we lose or draw 1 round. And look at this team we face. Level 3 Leviathan, 2 level 3 Team Spirits, level 3 Bop. It's just ridiculous. Start spamming your Conpetos, because you don't need these units anymore. I wouldn't even sell that fish anymore. I would keep that fish, and I would start spamming Water of Youths and Conpetos. Hopefully you have them in your pack. It's turn 15. That's pretty nice. That's about as good as you can do it right there. I think Troubadour had a video recently where I am totally blanking on what the synergy was, but I think it was turn 12. Turn 12, he basically had a 50-50 team. And my comment on it, I was thinking about it a lot. I was like, yeah, that's about as good as you can do, right? Turn 12, you're getting a 50-50 team. I know that better has been done before, but it's probably with like, you know, 1 in a million odds and crazy grinding out for hours before you get it to like one specific path to get to the 50-50. So yeah, getting back into this run, we just got a win. And we're the 1 XP away, so I decide let's get a coconut. Let's get our level 3. We're going to take a pizza. So we're going to sell the mongoose. We're going to take the pizza. We're going to buy, sell an oyster. And we're going to roll for something that can help us. And shout out Rev GT. I've done this so many times in so many of my runs. I'm sure donkey appears more in my final teams as a base stats donkey than like a donkey I've invested in, because it's just so powerful. It's not even funny. The only problem is if it gets sniped, then it's kind of useless. I guess it absorbed as snipe, so we can say it did something. And there you go, +3 stats on each of them. The stats almost made the difference in the end there. And yeah, we get the win with the Quetzalcoatlus. So again, nothing too crazy, but I just wanted to experiment a little, and it seems like there's probably going to be better ways to use the Quetzalcoatlus. But this is a very simple form that if you're looking to have fun with like a front badger, just put a Quetzalcoatlus in second position and then work the rest of your team from there. The rest of your team can be anything, right? I have a croc, a behemoth, and a donkey. That's so random. So yeah, having a lot of fun just simplifying things in custom packs with these new pets, trying out one at a time, and just seeing where we're at with things. So if you enjoyed this, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.